everybody. I'm talking to all those people that's out there chasing purpose. This is Tanita, and you are tuned in to All Things Miss Tanita. Today, I have a special topic that a lot of us tend to steer away from. We're going to talk about getting that money. Money. How we save, how we budget. Just a few tips that I've learned on the way from mistakes that I have made. I'm going to be sharing some transparent confessions, so stay tuned. Okay guys, let's just jump right in. So today I'm going to be talking on the subject of money. And money is one of those things that make the world go round. Many times people misconstrue money and say that money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. But we know that we need money to eat, to survive. Everything runs on money, and that's just what it is. And so it's one thing as ladies, we want to look good, we want to get our hair done, nails done, all these things that cost money. And those things are all great and fabulous because I love to do those things too. But what is it to do all those things and look all nice and beautiful packaged on the outside, but we have zero in our bank accounts, or we're at a negative in our bank accounts because our priorities are not in the right place? So I just want to give you ladies a few tips about getting your priorities in the right place. And this is not meant to make anyone feel any kind of way except to make you feel driven and empowered to do something about it. I have been there, done that. So the first thing that I would say is take a look at your bank account. Take a look at what you're making and what you're spending. You should be saving more than what you're spending. So if that means using apps, if that means your bank savings, if that means the old-fashioned piggy bank, whatever it is, whatever works for you, it could be a shoebox. Whatever works for you, make sure that when you get your money, that you're also putting away some form of savings. There is nothing like being down on your luck and trying to call other people to dig you out of a hole that you put yourself in. It's nice to have those support systems, but we don't want anyone to enable us from making much needed changes that we need to do because we are in control of that. So if you're working a job, if you're an entrepreneur, or whatever your source of income is, make sure you're putting at least 10% aside to start a savings. I also recommend that you have an emergency savings. This is very important. This is money. This is that 911 money. This is that money that you want to pretend like it don't even exist. If you can start with $1,000 and you can keep building on that, then that's great. One of the people that I listen to a lot when it comes to saving money, because he is a millionaire, probably a billionaire, I listen to Robert Kiyosaki. I'm probably saying his name, Robert Kiyosaki, and Dave Ramsey. And so the Dave Ramsey principle is to start your emergency savings with $1,000, but you want to build it up to the point that you have at least 6 months to 1 year of your bills saved. I'm talking about whatever your reoccurring bills are. I'm really not talking about credit cards because we want to pay those off, but I'm talking about like if you have a mortgage, if you have a house payment, your utilities, whatever it is for you to live. If your job says we're closed today and you have a pink slip, do you have 6 months of emergency savings that will cover you until you can get another job? And so that's what I'm talking about. That's your emergency savings. So if you can at least start with $1,000, if you don't have $1,000 to start with whatever you can start with. Just start. So if that's $100 and you keep building, but again, you need to know what are your monthly expenses. So your goal is to get 6 months to 12 months of your monthly expenses saved as a part of your emergency savings. So again, that's that I don't touch that money. That money don't exist money. So next, you still want to have a regular savings. This is if you're planning a trip, if it's certain things you like to do or whatever, you want to have savings for that. You don't want to keep spending out of your regular income. So you need to first, let's recap. Know exactly what your income is, what's coming in and what's going out. One of the good ways to do that too is by setting up a budget. In a budget, you will be able to tell your money where to go instead of figuring out at the end of the day, where did your money go? So I have been in that situation plenty of times, just spending, swiping, get to the end of the day or the end of the week, look at my account, it's like $43 and something cent. And I'm like, what happened to my money? Where did it go? And then what am I doing? Backtracking. I go through my account, I'm looking through my purse, searching receipts, trying to figure out exactly what did I spend on. So that's a habit that you want to get out of. One of the things you can do is get an app, Quapita, Digit. There's so many savings apps out there and budgeting apps. Every day, every dollar we spend, budgeting app, there's quite a few. So just do your research and figure out which one that you like, which one is user friendly, and which one that will work for you. You can get a debit card connected to that account in which you have a set budget that's for your miscellaneous spending. You like Starbucks every day, or you're buying food out. Certain things and certain habits will have to change. So when you set up this budget, you have to have the mindset that I'm in this and I'm going to work this. And I promise you, once you start doing it, just like with any habit, if you start a new workout habit, if you work out the first 2 days, you're not going to get on the scale in most cases and notice a change. But if you continue to do it day after day, 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, now you're seeing a difference, and now it's becoming a habit. Now it's becoming a part of your lifestyle, and it's something that when you don't do it, it doesn't even feel right. So you want to treat your budget the same way. Treat your budget in a sense where this is something that I'm in this for the long haul. I promise you, by the time you hit the 6-month mark, you will be rejoicing and celebrating your accomplishments. And then keep it going. Don't stop. Even if you set goals like I want to go on a trip, I have at least 5 different savings. So therefore, different things where I have a set amount of money that comes out of my pay every 2 weeks. So I don't see it. It's already going there. So I have to budget on what's left. So it took me a while to get to that place. And one of the ways I got to that place was by setting a budget and working the budget and becoming debt free. I paid off my car 2 years early. That was a huge accomplishment because my car payment was $759. And that was not including insurance. This is a Mercedes C-Class 2015. That's a lot of money. And so paying it off early was a huge accomplishment. So that money goes right back into my savings. And so even the fact that we're paying off our house early, there's so many things that you realize you can do, because the freedom of being debt free is a wonderful feeling. To be able to bless people when they're in need, to be able to help or to give back because you have the on-hand cash to be able to do it, and you've still met all your other objectives, and then this is the money that's left over after that. That's huge. And so the other thing that I would say is, if you're working 2 or 3 jobs, you want to look at it. Do I really need to be working 2 or 3 jobs? Is it really getting me or helping me to accomplish whatever that goal is? If it's a short-term goal, then that's fine. Accomplish that goal and get off those jobs. Pay off your bills and change your money mindset so that you don't have to work multiple jobs. If you have to work a job in order to fund your dream or your entrepreneur business, then do that. But at the same time, make sure you're doing that while you're on that job. So you're not working multiple jobs because you're in a rat race, but you're actually accomplishing something. You have an end goal and you're actually working towards that end goal. The other thing that I would say is, a lot of times it's not what we make, it's how we manage what we make. So learning how to budget and manage what you make will probably put you in a world of peace, and peace is priceless. So having the mindset to say, okay, this is what I make, this is what I'm going to do, I know exactly what I need to do, and taking control, that is a huge step to becoming successful. Everybody is not meant to be an investor. Everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. It takes a lot of different people to make the world go round. So, understanding and realizing where you are and where you fit and what makes you happy and what's peaceful for you, that's the place that you want to get to. So again, I hope I gave you guys some helpful tips. I just want you to identify your purpose and walk in it. And part of that is living debt-free. having peace, because peace is priceless. There's no price tag that we can put on that. So whatever that means for you. Again, thank you for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Thanks again. Hope to see you purpose chasers on the next video. God bless.